All right, Class A owners, if you're doing your own fuel filter change on your Onan 10 or 12,000 watt diesel generator, there's one critical error that would destroy your fuel injection pump. The high pressure fuel pump relies on diesel fuel for lubrication. If you crank this engine dry, you're running those precision parts without protection. It is a costly repair that you really don't need. I'm Brent, and today I'm going to show you how to perform this maintenance correctly, protect your fuel injection system, and stop paying the shop. With your new FleetGuard fuel filter, keep this wrapped in plastic until you are ready to install. What this will do, it'll ensure that you keep any dirt or debris out of the fuel supply and return sides of the air filter, keeping debris from entering your high pressure fuel system and fuel injectors. Inside your generator bay, you have your oil filter, and directly behind your oil filter is your high pressure fuel pump. This is the component that can be damaged if we do crank this engine dry. Right below your high pressure fuel pump, right here by your oil dipstick, is your fuel filter. Your fuel filter is mounted to a bracket, which is mounted to the engine box by these two screws. We're going to remove these two screws, remove the fuel filter and bracket out of the engine bay to do the fuel filter change. The first thing you're going to need is a 10mm socket and a ratchet, and we are going to remove these two screws. Next, we're going to work this fuel filter out of this compartment and out to here, so we can easily swap this fuel filter. So now that your fuel filter is accessible, to relocate this mounting bracket onto the new fuel filter, disconnect the fuel lines, and then reconnect to the new filter. To remove this bracket, you'll need a 1/2-inch socket or a 1/2-inch wrench, and we're going to remove this nut. Once that nut comes off, your mounting bracket will come off. Next, before you disconnect your fuel lines, give this a quick wipe down. We don't want any of this debris, the sand, dirt, dust, to enter into the fuel system to keep those precision parts clean and hassle-free. To disconnect these fuel lines, you'll need a couple of things. One, you're going to need a drip pan. Once you break these fuel lines, some fuel is going to leak out. So you're going to want some nitrile gloves, your drip pan, a shop rag. For the smaller connection, you're going to need 2 wrenches. You'll need a 7/16 and a 9/16 wrench. And then for the larger fitting, you're going to need a 5/8 and 11/16 wrench. Now that your fuel filter is removed, I'm going to reconnect the new fuel filter to the fuel lines. Grab our 1/2 inch socket and tighten that up. Now what I like to do to all my filters is I am going to annotate today's date and the current hours on the generator. And we have 2:01 hours. And that way I know the last time I changed this filter. So now that the two fuel lines are connected, you got your bracket back on, you've annotated the filter change on the filter. We are going to put this filter back into the engine compartment. And in the same manner that the fuel filter came out will be the way in which it goes back in. Just remove some of this interference hoses, or I should say just move some of those interference hoses. Once your filter's back in its location, grab the 2 screws that you removed for the mounting bracket, line up your filter mounting bracket. Once those screws are in, go ahead and grab your 10mm socket and ratchet, and then tighten everything. At the beginning of the video, I told you that it was a critical step to prevent you from damaging your high pressure fuel injection pump. This is a critical step to prime the new fuel filter and the fuel system. In order to prime your new fuel filter, we're going to push the start button. You'll hear a series of clicks. You're only going to depress the start button for about 3 to 5 seconds to ensure that generator does not start. Those clicks are the electric fuel pump pulling fuel from the service tank to the fuel filter up to the high pressure pump. And then release. You'll repeat this process about 3 to 4 times, depending on how much fuel drained out. As you do this, I just heard the tone of the lift pump change, meaning that the lift pump is building pressure. And we'll give it one more time. So as the generator is running, we're gonna check for leaks at the 2 fuel hoses, just to make sure that we don't have any fuel dripping from down here. As that's another source of a fire while we're traveling or while we're camping. If you want the technical database for your high ticket Class A motorhome maintenance, subscribe. We're building the manual the factory didn't give you. No air in the fuel lines and no wrist at the injection pump. You know exactly how to maintain this vital system yourself. I'm Brent with 44 Feet of Freedom. Thanks for watching.